Hey everybody, welcome once again to our Low on Health year-end review. This one's going to be covering our life events and miscellaneous stuff, really, of what happened in 2015.
Stuff.
Lots of stuff. It was kind of a busier year than normal, maybe, or just definitely a more downbeat year. It all depends on how you look at it. We'll go over a couple quick things, and then we'll wrap up stuff at the end. First off, I want to mention here, and I'll be playing my YouTube videos, of course, over the year as a reminder, is MegaCon. We did, of course, MegaCon this year, or last year, as we do every other year. Except, it was okay. It was good. Like, we did a new hotel, which was awesome. But it was okay. It wasn't great. We found out that the majority of your people were at a different convention.
Yeah.
Which we kind of knew was going to happen, like our main demographic, in which case, it was good. It wasn't like it was not profitable. But we found out that this year, 2016, they're going to like a 4-day one. And it just doesn't seem to be that beneficial for us to attempt to try to get it to work.
Yeah, we're like, we'll give it a pass next year.
Yeah. But we did MegaCon. It was good. Not great, not bad, but, you know, the usual. The next thing I'm going to bring up is we went to Key West this year.
Yes, we did, in July.
Which required us, we went down to my dad and Don's place. They live kind of more south. And we stayed at their place. And this is Rose waking up first thing in the morning, which she never does before the sun rises.
It was before dawn.
Yeah.
I don't do before dawn.
No. So that was basically the start of our trip to going down to Key West. I think as I jump through this, you will see different parts of it. Like this is us at a beach on the way down there. And just other random stuff. We bought magic stuff and... we got our hotel room got like upgraded, which was just
we ended up on the top floor of the hotel that we were at, and it was like one entire side of the top floor, which is just an old house that they renovated to be a hotel. It was very nice. It was just hot. Like Key West, Florida, it feels like the surface of the sun.
And that was like one of the first days you've actually been from sunrise to sunset.
That's probably like ever.
Yeah.
I don't do that time frame.
That was fun. The drive down was great. It was a nice little trip. We don't usually have that many times to actually go off not convention related to go on vacation somewhere. So that was really good.
And that was a really weird sculpture.
The next thing I'm going to talk about is MegaPlex. This was kind of a convention we went to kind of last minute. It wasn't really planned, but this is kind of course the FurryCon that we went to that we found to be very profitable. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. It was a good, I'm trying to think the best way to say it. My foot was actually hurting. I hurt my foot earlier.
Oh yeah, you had sprained your ankle.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, he had sprained his ankle and he was still dealing with that weekend.
But you got tons of commissions. Like commissions is the bread and butter of this con. In which case constantly people were coming by and I would have to help direct them to you or to somebody like... It was a very good con, and we're definitely doing it this coming year. We'll be at MegaPlex in 2016. We're going to get hotel rooms. We'll be there. But it was real good because you definitely found your mark of your demographic of people that want your art and commission you to do art. And you've done a lot of stuff since then, which we'll go over in a while. The next thing is going to be Orlando Eye visit.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that this Orlando Eye thing had come up, was built in basically the International Drive area. This is the big Ferris wheel thing. It's really interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be this like built up and have like a nice little food court and stuff.
Yeah, it was nice.
But I really enjoyed it. It was something I wanted to kind of do something kind of different. It's a very touristy thing to do, but it's very cool. This is us, of course, in the actual thing, looking out and being able to see iDrive and all the places.
What was funny is it had stuff on the like locator, and it's like you can't see that from here.
Yeah,
that's way over there.
Let's see if I can clip through and see, like, there's also the aquarium, which was kind of cool. Like, as a bundled package, it's a really good deal.
Yeah, it was.
Being able to see the aquarium,
it was a very good deal.
The Orlando Eye thing.
Wax museum.
The one thing that really we were surprised we got a lot of mileage out of was the actual wax museum, which I thought obviously I'd like it, and you actually were pleasantly surprised by how much you enjoyed it. It was very cool just to see all the different things they have, and I definitely, like I said before, want to recommend people going to the Orlando Eye. I mean, it's only like $50 max. It's not that bad of a deal for the experience you get out of it, just to spend like a Saturday or Sunday there. That happened. What else we got here that went down? Desert Bus Loading Ready Run happened again, and you did a bunch of art contests, and you actually won 2. You basically won James's, which was like
the very first
one.
Yeah.
Which was really cool that you won that, and you were all super excited because that was our first art contest.
Yeah.
You can also see how much money they're raising.
Wait.
You got to go grab. Yeah, and the
I have the prize with me.
The prize for this particular one was a stuffed pig plush thing. Maybe they'll show it on the screen in a couple seconds here. And that you actually do have here.
Right here!
Yeah, so let's... I don't know if, like, they'll... Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
So that pig...
This is the piggy. This piggy has been at the moon base, because all the prizes were at the moon base before they took them.
That's it right there. So yeah, that was kind of cool for you to win that.
Yes, so.
And then later on you did another art contest for Cam, in which case this is your... This is...
I won a little chibi elf.
Yeah, and you can already see, like, they went from, like, 42,000 to now, like, 320, and I think they made it up to, like, 600 something this year.
Didn't they raise... Yeah, it was, like, $600,000 they raised for Child's Play charity.
But, of course, there's Cam, and that's them early in the morning. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. to them. I mean, they do it through the whole thing. But, yes, that was Desert Bus, and that was your winnings from that.
Yes.
I also did a trip to LegoLand this year, which we had gone to before.
So that's why I didn't go with you.
And that's why I didn't go with you this time. But yeah, like my dad's side was down, like Mackenzie, Dawn. They had some family friends, and then my sister, my mom, and my nephew came down. They're doing LegoLand. I love LegoLand, so I went with them and hung out with them. I was actually able to do some of the rides, and it was a really good time, kind of seeing everybody hanging out.
Yeah, you had fun.
It was a good old family gathering. Also this year, I built a computer.
At my place.
Which I'm currently running this on and having little issues with it with this program. But yeah, in anticipation of the Rift coming out, which will be probably, I'll probably have a whole Rift video for 2016.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
But yeah, so I built this thing in preparation of the Rift. No problems with it. And luckily I was able to build it over at your place because I had a lot of room to build it. It's a good rig. It's a big rig. Next thing we're going to talk about is, of course, your art page. Your Facebook art page, which this is what rosenightshade.com ports off to.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to scroll down here to see different art projects you worked on the years, like watercolor you did recently. But yeah, you've since you've now got it, especially from MegaPlex, you got a lot of people more following you, some more things going on. So it's very interesting to see what you've done throughout the year and different these are numerous badges and commissions that you've worked on throughout the year. I mean, like, you can easily say last year you probably did more commissions than you probably ever have.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of
that on screen is an entry to Paul's art contest from Desert Bus.
Yes, you did.
I didn't win, but I got sort of second place.
Yeah, you got an honorable mention, and same thing with this other one here. You did a bunch of art contests.
Yeah, I did 4.
Yeah, and this is one of the projects that you will work on this year was your furry head. Yeah. As we scroll down through here, you'll see a bunch of posts of just art things of how it's evolved throughout time. It's really cool. It's basically like her Facebook page is. Then this isn't your actual Facebook page.
That's not my personal
this
Facebook
is your art
page.
Facebook
It's my art
page.
Facebook page, which is rosenightshade.com. It's Rose Nightshade fan page on Facebook.
So you can kind of see how the coloring
working on the head
from what it originally was
to
what it currently is. But it's kind of cool just to be able to go back and see all the different projects that you worked on throughout the year. I can't remember when else I was going to stop this. Oh yeah, the Zendikar thing that you made.
Oh, the Zendikar Hedron that I created.
For Magic.
Yeah, Battle for Zendikar.
And now because this is a bunch of our miscellaneous stuff, we're going to go over some of the TV shows we watched this year.
Yes.
Really kind of Steven Universe.
Steven Universe!
Which is a series that Rose has been hammering me to basically watch, which
it's fantastic.
And I was saying it was like baby's first of Homestuck.
It is not, though.
But I started watching it. It is good. The biggest problem we have with it is just its release schedule or lack thereof.
Weird.
And
it's
how
super
things
weird.
are labeled. It's very just confusing what new episodes are, what comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole Adult Swim thing. Like, even back with Robot Chicken and Space Ghost, like, it was hard to keep track of how they're releasing stuff or keeping track. It was just weird. South Park this year continues their whole canonical view of how they do their storytelling, which was kind of cool. Them being very much not preachy, but messagey. How would you say that? About them being definitely always finding hot topics and trying to land based on and then
topical.
Yeah, topical, which they've always been. But it's still solid, just like Game of Thrones, still solid. Of course, we're now seeing Game of Thrones definitely be its own entity from the books.
Yeah, like because Winds of Winter is not going to come out in time for. It's going to come out relatively soon, just not in time.
They're coming. It's coming.
Out. It's coming. It's coming. Just not in time for the newest season.
But still good.
Beat the season.
But still good, and people are more than happy. It doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't need to be exactly it. Doctor Who this year was Capaldi's year. It's okay. Like he's an okay doctor.
I'm getting tired of him being condescending with humanity rather than I love you, humans! How, Tennant
it's different.
Smith was.
It's very different.
I want him to be happy again.
He's very different.
Also,
Brink is something I watched this year. Jack Black's in it. It's an HBO series. Very political, very kind of topical. I watched it. I thought it was entertaining. Very interesting to see how, that angle of it. So Brink on HBO. We finally finished Black Mirror, the BBC series Black Mirror.
We finished. So good.
It's always good. We started watching it and then we kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. But we got back to it. We watched the Christmas special, and I think there's going to be more. So Black Mirror, BBC, it's great. I'm pretty sure it's on most streaming services. Then, of course, you have Walking Dead.
Yes, I watched Walking Dead, and Fear the Walking Dead came out as well, and I started watching that, and that is also very good. The beginning is very kind of slow roll, which people were complaining about, but it's really good. Actually, no, people weren't complaining about it. It was more like this one website author doesn't like it.
Surprise.
Yeah. It was really good, though. It continues to be good. I'm looking forward to it coming back on. It's the mid-season finale at the moment for both of those.
And then, essentially, as always, I'm not a huge fan of the Walking Dead stuff, so I just don't.
Why not?
It's more just interpersonal BS. I just don't enjoy the interpersonal conflict. It's not my bag. Music this year, because usually that's kind of a side thing, we can't recall much of any at all. Even though I looked at the top 100 and I'm like, last year I think I was talking about Taylor Swift's new album had some good singles. The only thing I can remember this year is basically a couple Taylor Swift songs. Like, it's nothing really kind of jumped out. I don't know if it's a series, a reflection of us getting old or just not following music. If anything,
I've got some new songs.
If anything,
not like a lot.
The only thing I listen to the most of is like the Undertale soundtrack. That's the only thing I can think of, like, music-wise.
The Undertale music is really good.
I'm trying to think, like, a bunch of little things happened this year in 2015, but, it was just a solid year. It wasn't, like, too bad, too good.
It wasn't a solid year. It was
well, you had kind of like a big thing earlier in the year, right?
Oh, yeah, I got sterilized. Got the tubes tied.
So, yeah, I don't know if you've heard all these videos. We've had kids running around the trailer park and whatnot.
Screaming, and we're like, hey, we never have to do it.
Yeah, so this also will hopefully everybody that says, well, you'll know when you have kids. It's like
no.
Unless I adopt, but luckily I have Mackenzie and Nathan, so if I want to dote on a boy or a girl, I have options. But yeah, you're currently sterilized.
Yes. No children for me.
But other than that, 2016, we're hoping a little bit better. We're not going to be probably doing as much as we did in 2015 when you think about it. Like, we don't really have that much scheduled or thinking about doing. So it should be a little bit more laid back and more just refreshing, just relaxing year. Refreshing, but relaxing is refreshing me. Anywho, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.